Throughout his speech, the president returned to themes of dignity, independence and resistance. He depicted Venezuela not as an isolated adversary, but as part of a broader struggle against what he called the return of colonialism and supremacism. This framing is not new in his political discourse, but has gained renewed urgency in the face of the latest military confrontation. For the international community, the challenge now is to prevent the situation from spiraling into open conflict. Diplomats from neighbouring countries are urging restraint on both sides, emphasising dialogue over confrontation. The United Nations has expressed concern about the rising tensions and called for respect for international law and the sovereignty of all nations involved. In Caracas, meanwhile, the government continues to project defiance. State television commentators have described the U.S. operation as proof of Washington's unwillingness to accept Venezuela's independence. Military parades and public ceremonies have featured speeches reaffirming the country's readiness to defend itself, echoing Maduro's declaration that the people will do whatever it takes to protect their right to peace and existence. As this crisis unfolds, one thing is clear: the incident at sea and the president's fiery response have brought to the forefront the unresolved tensions between Venezuela and the United States. For ordinary Venezuelans, the stakes are immediate and tangible, ranging from the risk of further conflict to the impact on their already strained economy. For the broader region, it is a reminder that the Caribbean remains a sensitive theatre where geopolitical rivalries can quickly escalate. In the days ahead, the world will be watching to see whether the situation moves toward confrontation or dialogue. The deaths of 4 people in the U.S. strike have already cast a long shadow over prospects for any easing of hostilities. Maduro's vow that his people are prepared to shift from unarmed to armed struggle if necessary suggests that the rhetoric of defiance is unlikely to soften soon. Tonight's developments underscore how fragile peace remains in this part of the world, where historical grievances, economic challenges and strategic rivalries intersect. As the Venezuelan president framed it, the conflict is not only about territory or politics, but about the right of a nation to determine its own future and to protect its resources from what he described as external predation.